Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with...
Hi, Dean.
Hi, Joey.
This is Joey Vera.
My great friend from Armored Saint.
We go way back.
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
I have to start off right from the get-go that I am so excited about this Metal Saint Tour.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that the last date on the tour so far is in the town I brought you to out of your zip code for the first time.
That's right. Agoura Hills.
I know, how
That's
wild.
a trip. What a big, weird circle that is.
It is. I think I have to make sure I put it in my schedule because that would be so cool.
You got to come out.
Right? I know. Tell me how this tour came about, too, because that's killer tour.
Well, we've done a tour with Metal Church in the past, and they're friends of ours, and we actually share the same booking agent now. So this idea came up. They have a new record out, and we have a new record out, and we were both looking for dates and tours, and it's like, well, wait a minute. We got, both of us are under the same umbrella at our agency, so we made a few calls and emails to each other, and it's like, great idea, let's do it. Like, it was done in like 10 minutes.
I love it. That's great. And here you are at Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Yep.
I got to tell you, this is my first time doing this festival because I always have conflicts. It feels like old school back in the days when I knew you. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I was at a show last night, Violence show, and it was like, it reminded me of when I knocked my teeth out at the country club in Reseda. It was insane, and all these bands that it's just a big family reunion here.
Yeah, it is cool. It's a really cool vibe here. We were just saying that upstairs in the dressing room, because this is our first time playing this one, and it's a great vibe. You're seeing all the people you haven't seen in a while, friends in bands, fans in the crew. Everybody in the organization's been super, super cool, and it's really, really a cool vibe. So we're stoked to be here. I
think it's also kind of cool that Jamie's running it because he's a musician, so he understands what you go through.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of festivals. There's good ones, but then there's a lot of them they don't really know what they're doing.
Right.
And I know for somebody like you, that might be really frustrating because, you produce everything. So you're a master with all that stuff, so it's got to be frustrating if you go to some other festival and they don't know what they're doing and the sound is terrible and all that.
Yeah. No, we're lucky that Jamie's got this under control. He's done a few now. He's got a few under his belt, so he's got it down. It's great. Everything's cool.
And did you know what's across the street? Do you know what's across the street?
Well, yeah. I think is it the chocolate factory or the hotel?
It's the hotel.
Yeah. What used to be the hotel.
Right. Well, It's funny because I didn't even put two and two together. I saw a Milwaukee Metal Fest shirt and that had Dahmer on the back. And I was doing an interview this morning, and we had it as the backdrop. And the dude's like, that's where Dahmer is, because I brought up Dahmer because of their song.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't believe I didn't put that together. And I was looking at him like, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. That's here.
In a sense, it's cool.
In a sense, it's cool.
In a sense. I don't know that I want to stay there.
It's pretty dark. It's a dark thing.
Yeah, right? So, the new album, oh my God, listen, I go from way back where I heard almost every new song you guys ever put out.
Yeah.
This album is amazing, and it's like the old days with a modern twist.
Cool. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. We spent a lot of time writing new songs and making it good. We have a high bar for ourselves. We want to write great songs, but we don't want to repeat ourselves. We want to keep moving forward.
Exactly.
And it's not an easy thing to do all the time, without alienating certain people, certain fan base. You want to expand your horizons as a writer, but you don't want to totally piss off your fans.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? I don't really have a silver bullet answer for that. We just try to make great songs, great music that we like for ourselves, and hopefully everybody likes it. So the response has been really great for this album so far, and it's 2 weeks old now.
Yeah.
And it's been really, really great. The response has been really phenomenal.
Well, you know what, too? A couple of things I want to focus on what you said is, first of all, yes, you have to be true to yourself, because not only being true to yourself, but fans can tell if you're not, you know? So you're always going to attract your tribe. You're not going to please everybody. You found that out probably over all the years of being an artist.
A long time ago.
You know? And so you just got to do you.
Yes.
And because otherwise, I find that out too. Like in my radio stations, if you appease to one person, then somebody else is upset. If you're constantly changing to make them happy, you don't make anybody happy.
Exactly. And we were early in our career, believe it or not, and I've talked about this before, we did have a moment where we felt like we had trouble fitting into the music genre scenes that were changing in the mid-'80s to the early '90s. Mm-hmm. And we suddenly felt ourselves like without a place. And we started to second guess ourselves, and what are we doing? Are we doing something wrong? And it affected some of our songwriting. But that was a brief period of time.
Yeah.
And after we came out with Symbol of Salvation in '91, that was really the time when we realized, you know what? We just want to write good songs for ourselves and make good music.
Yeah.
And hopefully people come along for the ride. And, along the way, we've probably disappointed some people, but we've also made a lot of people happy. So it's like, you just have to do it for yourself first, and hopefully everyone comes for the ride. And so far, for the most part, everyone has. And we're super lucky that we have this fan base that is supporting us through all of this.
Yeah, and what I've noticed from being on the other side of it is people seem to be so excited that Armored Saint is doing new music and doing new tours. And, it's kind of like, I think the people that complain way back and they realize maybe they lost something, when they get it back, they realize how great it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
I mean, we've been really lucky, like I said, and one of the things that it was in our benefit, it was the changing of technology and the internet. We became sort of this underground band that was obscure a little bit in the mid to late 90s and early 2000s. We all had different things. We weren't really active. John was in Anthrax, and I was playing with Fate's Warning. But because of the internet and social media a little later, we sort of had this renaissance. And people started rediscovering us. Some people started discovering us for the first time, which is, it's pretty phenomenal. Like, you can't ask for more than that for a band that's been together for like 45 years.
And especially when you're inactive for a while. And there are so many bands talk about some of the negatives of technology today, but that just shows the positive of it right there.
That's a positive. It's been for us, and it depends how you use it, we use technology in the way we write new music and the way that we record new music, but we don't abuse it. We don't use it to make our band perfect by any means.
Right.
But we use it to capture what we're trying to do honestly.
Yeah.
And we can work a little faster because of the technology, but we don't make anything perfect. We're not. That's not who we are. We're still a rock band, flaws and all.
There you go. That's
we're
the
just
way
a
it
rock
should
band.
be.
We're just a rock band.
There it is. And even going back to like then compared to now with technology, forget the music for a second. It must be so, as you said, so much easier to get discovered. Like the work you had to do back in the 80s to get people to know you was a lot, And like we talked about, sometimes people didn't even reach out outside their zip code. And now you probably have listeners in countries you would have never thought of.
That's true. Absolutely. Our reach has been expanding since we joined social media in the early 2000s. Places we'd never imagined. People are discovering us like for the first time, which is awesome. It's great.
Totally. Because that must feel great after that many years to get new listeners. And I think what's cool about today compared to then, like back then, we were close in age, and that's who went to shows. My dad would have never gone to an Armored Saint show. And I certainly wouldn't have gone to see somebody my age play. But nowadays, you go out there and it's like, I've brought my kids and grandkids to shows.
It's amazing.
And find out that my grandkids like the same music that I do, and I didn't even know it. Like
right.
And it just blows my mind.
It is a mind-blowing.
Right? You know? I took my grandson to Welcome to Rockville a couple weeks ago, and he asked me, instead of his dad, to get him up front. He goes, because Zany, you know how to work the crowd and to maneuver through the crowd. And it's like, I would never thought my granddad was that cool like then. Like, he's going to take me to the front and to where the pit is and all that stuff.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So it's totally cool when you, what does it feel like as an artist when you see like kids like younger than we were back then out there and know the words to your songs?
It's amazing. It's like I said, we're just blessed that we have that kind of a situation happening. You know, we're lucky that we're still doing this 40-some years later, and all the fans that were there in the beginning, like you said, they're our age or a few years younger than us. They have kids and grandkids, and they bring them to shows, and it's just phenomenal. That's a great thing to see. Absolutely.
And so what else do you want to tell the listeners that we haven't covered already?
Well, we have 3 videos out now. Singles are out, Close to the Bone, Hit a Moonshot, and just recently Every Man, Any Man just came out. So the record's a couple weeks old, like I said. Playing tonight, having a great time in Milwaukee Metal Fest. It's going to be a blast. And then in a couple weeks, we get home and we go to Europe in the end of July. Nice. We're there in Europe we're there for like almost 3 weeks, and we're doing a mix of things. Some big festivals, some co-headline shows with Metal Church, some shows supporting Testament, some shows supporting Sabotage. So friends with both of those guys. So really looking forward to the European trip. And then we're playing the UK Stone Dead Festival at the end of August. Then we have a little break, and as we said earlier, we're doing the co-headline tour with Metal Church, starts in November. And that's for just Western states this time, but we're currently working on doing more dates in 27, potentially with Metal Church. I can't really confirm that yet, but we're talking about doing more stuff in early part of 27.
Well, I'm really excited about everything. The new music is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see you here. I made sure that nobody could schedule any interviews during your set here at Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You got it. And I appreciate you being here. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman
Anytime.
Once again.
It's good to be back here, and it's good to see you.
Good to see you, my friend.
All right, man.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.